Hi guys, welcome back to Wayward Son Custom. I'm here in beautiful Firth, Nebraska, out in the sticks, and I'm actually at 3200 Gage Road in Firth, Nebraska, which is the address of Nebraska Shooters, home of the Thunder on the Prairie 2023 event, hosted by Travis P11 and Defense Dad. And in case you guys don't know what Thunder on the Prairie is, last year it was the inaugural event. It's a YouTube event for gun channels that are small to mid-sized, and Travis P11 and Defense Dad thought it would be a good idea to try to garner a sense of camaraderie and networking and stuff between channels that are sometimes underserved in our market space, so to speak. So like I said, I'm here at Nebraska Shooters. I'm just going to give you a quick walk through the facilities, show you what they have to offer and what we're working with this weekend, and why you should come to beautiful BFE, Nebraska. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough. So here we go. All right, so here's the entrance to Nebraska Shooters. So you can see they have kind of an Old West kind of ranch style sign. That's pretty cool. They also have your more traditional one, and you know the camera may bounce because basically I'm just walking the property, and as you can see, very scenic out here. Not a lot of civilization, so to speak, but we're only a few miles away from the nearest town, because we're actually outside of Firth, Nebraska. And if you haven't been to Firth, it is a small town, but they have some really interesting stuff going on. For instance, I really recommend a restaurant called Papa D's. They have a dish called Baked Nebraska, which is a pasta dish that is really to die for. It's big enough they serve it to you on a pie plate, and yeah, just delicious stuff. I actually had it last year, and I've been looking forward all year to coming back. So, and before anybody tries to troll me on that, I am not getting paid anything by Papa D's or anything. They just have really great service. They really do, and they have really great food. So, all right, so what you see straight ahead is the bunkhouse, and we'll come back to that later on. But you see, you have a driveway here that actually leads down here to the range. I should say ranges, because they have a really decent sized facility here. A lot of cool stuff, and forgive me for the bouncing, but there's just a lot of stuff to see here, and not exactly even terrain. But anyway, here you can't really see it because the ducks aren't up, but you have a shooting gallery with ducks, kind of like a carnival, and then plate rack and all that. You have a little pond there, and they have rifle targets set up on the other side, plates and stuff, as you can see. One range house there. Over here you have their smoker, which was made by one of their students, the good old hog leg. And then over there in their natural habitat you can see Squibload and Defense Dad getting ready for the start of the day. And as you can tell by the sign, Mead Ammo is actually one of the sponsors this year, and they really stepped up. They donated a lot of ammo and stuff, and so, and again, that's the bunkhouse, and we'll hit it here in a minute. But down here we have another rifle range set up, and also in the wild we have captured Pat in the bunker.
Actually out of the bunker today, and yeah. Pat on the range.
There you go. So say hi to everybody, Pat.
Howdy, howdy.
All right, and again we have another range house right here. As you can see, very not just a range, but a very scenic range. It's very beautiful out here. One of the prettiest ranges I've ever shot on. And we're gonna get out of Pat's hair here so he can get set up for the day as well. And we're going to continue on here. Down here we have another range set up with a couple of Texas Stars and dueling rack and all of that kind of stuff. So we have some steel targets there. Over here we have another range house for tools, supplies, targets, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, this range is divided by these tire barricades, and now we have a pistol range here. And this is where you'll see a lot of the YouTubers that are out here this weekend. You'll see a lot of them shooting on this range, just because it's one of the most conducive to doing reviews and that sort of stuff. Over here you have some more plate racks, and you have a little bit of shelter right here. I'll give you a better overview here. As you can see, you do have a little bit of a shelter there so you can shoot from it, escape the elements. Some more steel targets, plate rack, and reactive targets. Over here we actually did some shotgun bowling yesterday, but as you can see, it's a really nice size facility. You can do anything here. You can shoot rifle, you can shoot handgun, shotgun, you name it. They do allow exploding targets, if I'm not mistaken, I should say. And so you can use your tannerite and all that kind of stuff, which always makes for a fun range day. And so that is the range facilities in a nutshell. Let's go inside and check out the bunkhouse. Okay guys, so I almost forgot, they have a classroom here because this is primarily a training facility. It's not like a normal subscription type range where you just pay and you come out and shoot whenever you want to. They have some very well-known instructors that come out, like Masad Ayub. They have the guys from Thunder Ranch and Norm Hood. They have a lot of nationally recognized instructors that come through here, and this is their classroom. This is where we've been doing our morning get together before we go out and shoot everything while we're here. Yesterday we were blessed by a short little training and data collecting class by a gentleman. Alright. So anyway, again, it's nothing super fancy, but it fits the bill. It's a nice comfortable space, and again, they have a lot of great training going on. As you can see, here's the remnants of breakfast, and I don't remember the dog's name, but he's deaf, and yeah, so he just kind of roams around. He's the range dog, and you don't have to worry about him getting flinched or scared. And look, it's DM Foss in the wild, and of course he's over there milling about the coffee mess, which I don't know about you guys, but I can't start off a day without it. And here's another shameless plug for one of our sponsors, Blackout Coffee Company. Thank you, Jared and the gang there. And yeah, anyway, this is not the most exciting part of the tour, so we're gonna go upstairs and check out the bunkhouse and let you guys get a glimpse into that. Here we are on the steps leading up to the bunkhouse. As you come upstairs on the right, they have one room right here. As you can tell, multiple bunks here. And if you can hear that beeping in the background, that's Gizzard Gary's vehicle. So everybody say together, freaking Gary. But as you can see, somewhat Spartan accommodations. Nothing real fancy, but pretty much everything you need in a bunkhouse, because you can crash here and all that. And then you can see the downstairs there. And we're going to follow Pat in the bunker into the bunkhouse.
Your car's going nuts. Mine? Yep. I don't know if somebody bumped into it or what.
There's Gizzard Gary. Hopefully going to turn off his freaking vehicle. But as you can see, they have a bar here. It's not really functional because they don't stock it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's good. I forgot my Facebook.
As you can see, get your basic table, chairs, couch, TV, all that good stuff. All the amenities of home. Foosball table, pool table, a couple of bathrooms, and even have washer and dryer here, so if you get overly dirty, you can take care of that. Pretty much an almost fully functioning kitchen. fridge, microwave, sinks, and all that kind of stuff. And then over here, I'm not going to take you into any of these rooms because there are little tubers in each one of these rooms, and so they may not want their personal business out there. So I'm not going to invade their privacy. But as you can see, there's the other side had one room with 3 bunks. This one has 4 rooms with 2 bunks each. Fortunately, we were able to. Some people stayed in a hotel, so this is my room right here, room number 4. And yeah, nothing too exciting, but very useful. It's very nice to be able to come and get a free room without any hassle and not having to travel into town or anything like that. So there you go. That is the tour.